Welcome to Driveway Garage. I just bought this 2011 Toyota Tundra. And it's not super loaded. It does have power windows and power locks, but not power mirrors. And most importantly, no cruise control, which is very important to me. I drive a lot. Today I drove almost 200 miles, I think. So I did a little research and I found out that you can buy cruise control, and there's a couple bolts. That's not the bolts. Couple bolts, wiring harness, you have cruise control. So I'm going to install that. It's supposed to be easy. We'll find out. Now what you have to do on your steering wheel is take off this cover here, and there's one on the other side, and then there's two, I think they're T23 screws, bolts, whatever you want to call them, to hold the airbag on. Take those out, and then the airbag comes up, and then this wiring harness just plugs right in to where the horn goes. And this has a couple bolts, the two bolts that hold it in place, and plug in the wiring harness and you have cruise control. I thought it'd be really hard, really expensive, and I wasn't going to buy the truck, but it's so easy, I'm going to try it. So first thing I'm going to do is go out here. I've already popped the hood, and I'm going to disconnect the negative battery terminal. So hopefully that will eliminate the chance of setting off the airbag. I don't think it would set off. I mean, unless you're in a crash and some sensor tells it to go off, but I'm not going to take the chance. So let me get the battery off, get a few tools, I'll be back. Well, I got one of the covers off. Let's see, it sits in there like that. And I just put a small pick, this one with a 90, I put it right in here, and it popped it right out of there. Now there should be, there it is, you can see that T whatever it is right there. Let me find out what size it is. We'll get that out of there. Well, it's a T27. And I was trying to loosen it with this, but it's in there pretty tight. So I'm going to grab a ratchet, and if that doesn't work, I do have my cordless impact. It's kind of lightweight for stuff like that. Let me see how I can get that out of there. Okay, once you get the screws out of there, I tried to pull them out with this small magnet I have. They didn't want to come out, so I guess they just stay in there. But they're both loose, and there's the airbag coming out. Let's see what else I can do here, what I can see. Now, for some reason, my truck doesn't have a horn, and I don't know why. But that black wire right there is supposed to be the ground for the horn. Now, I hope when I get the cruise in here that it works, because if that's not working, maybe there's something wrong with this connector, which would mean there's something wrong with the, what do you call it, spring clock? Let's hope not. All right, let me get this out of the way somehow or another. Hang on. Okay, so I used my pick, and there's a tab you can see right on the top of that connector. I pushed down on it and that popped right out of there. And it's hooked up down here to the horn. That's supposed to be the ground. Now, according to the videos I watched, this plugs in right where the horn plugs in, and then you have to take this pin out, and there's only one of these pins being used on this connector, and that's where you plug in the horn pin, so you have a horn that works. So I guess the first thing I'm going to have to do is see if my cruise even is going to work. So now, cruise control. So I guess this slides down into this hole like so. Nope, maybe back here. And There's a alignment pin, I see. There. Now you just put the 2 screws in, one there and one there. Hook up the wiring harness, which I'm going to have to do first because it's on the bottom of there. I'll do that, put it in there and put the screws in it, and we'll see if we have cruise control. Okay, I got it hooked up. It's pretty easy. Those 2 bolts or screws or Phillips. I just used a long screwdriver to get in there easily. Why isn't this focusing? Then I got the screws in from the side. So I should have cruise control. Let me hook the battery back up and test this thing out. I'm still not going to have a horn, and I don't know why. There's no place to plug the horn in now that the cruise is hooked up, and I didn't have horn before, so something's up with the ground or the switch. We'll find out. I'll be right back. Well, I think I'm going to have cruise. If you can see, I don't know why this is not focusing. See if I can get closer. There we go. Still not wanting to focus. Come on, camera. Anyway, get it back out a little bit. When I push the cruise button, the green light comes on, as you can see. I don't know what's up with this thing. Do I have a dirty lens? Hang on a second. Try it again, see if it'll focus a little better. Anyway, see the green light? That's the cruise light. Cruise on, cruise off. Well, I'm going to take it for a quick spin, see if it actually works. I just got done driving about 200 miles without cruise, so it's going to be nice having it. Let me check it out and see if it'll work. All right, it's on. I'll hit the set button. That did not work. Let's try it again. Oh, I just turned it off again. You gotta remember how to use it. You click it down and that's your cruise control. Well, look at that. I have cruise control. I'm not touching the gas pedal, as you can see down there. And it's maintaining 28 miles a gallon, or 28 miles per hour. Sweet. Let's see if it goes higher. Yep, it accelerates when you push up on the button or lever. Wow, I'm loving this. It's like a 10-minute job, maybe 15 minutes, and you got cruise control. So if you got a Toyota Tundra without cruise control and you got an extra $13 and 15 minutes, you can have cruise control. Let me turn this thing around here. Well, thanks for watching. That worked out really good. I was afraid without the horn that my cruise wouldn't work, but it does. So I got it yesterday. I wish I had put it on yesterday, but I was working on another truck, so I wasn't ambitious enough to do it. But it's done. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps somebody out.